Hello folks and welcome back to Rome Total War. I'm Step and this is going to be part 4 of my Imperial campaign where I'm playing as Britannia. And in the last episode I did take Lemanum and Candate Redinum, so that leaves the Gauls with 4 settlements I believe at this point. I think they still do have these 2 settlements. Yeah, the Julia have not attacked them yet. So those are 2 large towns that the Gauls do hold. And the Gauls still hold this one down here, and then this one down here. So, and that's another large town, I believe. So, we've hurt them, but we haven't taken them out of the fight. As you can see, they are sending some forces up here to attack Lemanum, and I kind of forgot how big this province is, this province of Aquitania. Yeah, it goes all the way down here, and it does actually have us bordering the Spanish now, which is something that, like, if we kind of zoom in here, and if we look at here, the bottom, the southern part of my border, which is under the fog of war currently, but you do see that it does border that Gallic province, the one in green, Celtiberia, but then also Tarcokinesis is also bordering us. And the way that AI aggression typically works in this game is that if you border it, it will attack you. That's kind of the general theme here. So, yeah, that makes me a little bit nervous. Now, I think that the Spanish are currently at war with the Carthaginians. Carthage still does hold. Shoot, I forgot what it's called. It's not Cordoba yet. Carthagonova? Is that what it's called? I can't remember. But yeah, I don't think so. They haven't taken that yet. So that war is still ongoing between the Spanish and Carthage. If we go down, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Yeah, here we are. So hopefully they are too distracted by that war to attack us right now. That would be the hopes anyway. And I'm going to have to train up another diplomat as well. I want to go talk to them and see if I can kind of get them on my good side so that they don't start attacking me. Now, my diplomat over here, he's a bit too far away. So yeah, I'm going to have to train another one. And I'm surprised to find out that I can't actually train diplomats from a tier 1. Is that's not just unique to the Britons, is it? I thought that I could train diplomats at a tier 1 as the Romans or even the Egyptians. But apparently not. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's just a tech piece where they say diplomats are only available to barbarian factions at a tier 2. But I don't know. That'd be super weird. But yeah, I'm going to have to train a diplomat up here in Alesia, which feels pretty bad. Yeah, that takes up a training slot that I'd rather be using on something else, and it's further away from from the Spanish territories, so it's going to be a little while before I can go talk to them, and the Gauls as well, because at this point, if I can get a ceasefire with the Gauls, I will take one gladly. I don't want to continue my war against them. The remaining territories are not really in my, sphere of influence at this point. That's a bit of a stretch. That's a bit of a stretch. These 2 are a bit of a stretch. And I would rather focus my attention on the Germans. The Germans are kind of surrounding me at this point. They have this territory down here and all of these territories to the east. So if I can get that ceasefire with the Gauls, get something with the Spanish, trade rights, map information, even alliance, if I can get one, that would all be just fine. Because I don't intend on invading Iberia for some time. Really, I would probably focus on the Germans first, and then the Romans before swinging on over to Iberia at some point. And by then, assuming that there is an alliance, there's a pretty good chance that the Spanish may have broken it with me by then. And if not, I can always turn my attentions elsewhere. Really, I can go to Greece, I can go to this place. I forgot. Yeah, the words are escaping me right now. The Illyrians. Illyria. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yep, there we go. And so, yeah, anyway, so that's kind of a general plan, right? Now, as far as like when do I want to start the war with the Germans, I've had a pretty good pace right now, and I feel good about that. And the smart thing to do would be to continue to push aggressively against the Germans. But like if I was a Legend of Total War, I would, right? Because he just kind of pushes and pushes and pushes. But I do like to kind of scale things back a little bit in terms of my pacing. I do want to push. I don't want to end up where I did end up with my last 2 campaigns where I really got bogged down. But I do want to build up a little bit right now because I have 3 settlements that are just a tier 1 town. And I want these to be large towns so that I can make a port income off of Obericum. I want a port income off of Cantati Redinum. I want to be able to train slingers from Lebanon, which I already have the practice range. But I don't want to train stuff here until we get up to a large town. With a 4.5 pop growth, I think we're gonna be getting there soon enough. And same here in Cantati Redinum. We have ourselves a 5% population growth, so it's not going to be too long. What about Obericum? Yeah, 4%. It's not going to be too long, really.
Yes.
Yeah, and then in the meantime, I suppose we can just use this time to train up a bit and build up a bit. For instance, in Elysia, it's really tempting. Do I want to get a trader here so that I can build that blacksmith, or do I want to get the Sacred Grove of Andrasta so that I could get experience bonus to troops trained here, and I could get head hurlers as well? Yeah, that seems pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. I already have a trader in Samora Briva so that I can just go straight to the blacksmith after the communal farm is finished. Yeah, that feels a little bit better, I think. And I can eventually get the trader here in Elysia at some point down the line. Now, another thing, I was tempted to build up some boats so that I could get my 2 characters off of... I have 1 character here in Deva and then another here in Tara. And you know what? I'm probably fine right now on the mainland. What I could be doing with these guys is placing down my watchtowers so that I do have vision over my territory so that I can make sure that there are no sneaky brigands hanging about. So let's just kind of pop on over here and build a watchtower, get a bit of vision here, and then you can come down to this side as well. And then you...
Yes.
Let's see here, maybe come over... I really like how intuitive it is when you place, like, with the vision and high ground and all that. When you place watchtowers on high ground, you can really get good vision on a bunch of stuff. So yeah, really, I really do like that. So I'm going to be trying to get myself a nice little mountaintop position here and get in a good view over as much of Scotland as I can before coming back down here to Wales and Cornwall, right? I don't really know Britain. I've listened to a lot of the British History podcast, and as great as he is, he doesn't do. He just kind of assumes like we know where everything is. And yeah, there's other podcasts that I think that did a better job of like explaining the geography of their subject. Whereas he's like, Cornwall, everyone knows what that is. And I'm like, I think so. Or like Kent, and I'm like, yeah, Kent. Yeah, it's so, yeah. Forgive me if I'm getting these things wrong. But or correct me. Forgive me and correct me. Either or. Your choice. And that should be good for this turn. So let's go ahead and end it. And let's see how those Gallic armies do. I would anticipate... No, they backed off, seemingly. Oh no, who am I? Come on. I can't be falling for that. They didn't back off. There's no way. They're like right here. They're right there, man. I keep falling for that. I keep falling, you know, I'm like, ooh, they must be gone. You know, I'm like the good guys, you know, in any scary movie. Like, it's gone. The threat is gone. No, it's still here. It's hiding. It's not falling for that again. And 17,000, almost 18,000 in the treasury. That's not too bad. Yeah, not too shabby for the barbarians. And I'm the largest? Really? I'm the largest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, is that that's larger than Egypt? Interesting. I'm the most advanced. That's interesting. Considering that I just had like a palisades and dirt roads. But there you go. An alliance between the Germans and the Gauls. Okay. Cool. So yeah, that means I need to go talk to some people. So let's get my diplomat over here and let's see if I can talk to some Gauls perhaps. And try to tell them, no, we didn't mean it when we took all of your land. Got a spy headed on over here as well. I can go take a peek at this, and I wonder if this is still just a regular town, based on what I'm seeing here. That's still tier 2, and this is going to be, this is a tier 1, tier 2. But this doesn't get updated, right? So these could have grown by the time that I've had that information from them, right? Yeah, that's my understanding. So do we want Britannia here in Londinium for a bit more money? Probably 13. That's not bad. Yeah, over 100 denarii from that. Yeah. Oh, we haven't even gotten a basic trader yet as well, so that's an option. Yeah, okay. So that's the same increase. Same increase, but it's cheaper, so that's tempting. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the trader here in Londinium. Let's do it. And are we close? 1,500 people there, 1,550, 16. All right, come on, we're getting there. In Elysia, I can start to train these warhounds here, and I'm gonna get some of these puppy dogs. Yeah, I like them. I mean, they're fast moving. They have a common bonus in woods and snow. They fight in nearby enemies, so a bit of a morale debuff for the enemy. It's not too significant, is my understanding. I tried to find the exact values in the game code, and I did struggle to find that, but I still think it's like a -2 or something like that. Maybe. Now, they don't do a ton of damage to like heavily, tough units. Heavy infantry, heavy cav, not so much, but they can chase down some skirmish stuff, some lighter infantry, and they can also they can blunt the charges of things as well and stop cavalry in its tracks. So that's a way to use them as well. And that's something that I didn't really do much with them in my Julii campaign. So that's something that I want to experiment with a bit more, is using them as kind of like a tar pit unit. Because the barbarians have these units that are really high in charge, right? That really need that charge bonus to succeed in a melee, like this road warriors, for instance, with their 5 charge bonus, 13 attack. So 18 on the charge is what they're going to be hitting with. And yeah, they want that charge for sure. So getting some dogs to target an enemy unit. Also, in addition to that, the fact that the fastest units that the Britons have is their chariots, and since chariots do suck at chasing down routing units, having the dogs for that purpose does seem very good, because they're just, for those of you who are new to this game, the dogs are just kind of like an auto-fire unit. You just kind of fire at a unit, and they will fight that unit. If that unit breaks, they will chase that unit until they've killed it down to the last man. And then if there's any other, routing units on the battlefield, they will chase after that nearest unit as well. Now, it's my understanding that they will only do 2 units total, I think. I feel like I've watched a video where someone tested that and they only did like two units before they were like done chasing guys. Or maybe was that just because the second unit was done routing before the dogs caught up to it? Yeah, I'm not sure, but in any case, having some dogs to help the Britons and their chariots chase down enemy units seems like that'd be very crucial. So, getting dogs there, and then getting that blacksmith and some more Breva. Let's go. Yeah, it's time. Upgrades light weapons, upgrades heavy weapons, and gives me the British light chariots. Yeah, and that's going to be fantastic. Yeah, excellent morale. Frightens nearby enemy infantry. Yeah, oh, may charge without orders. Okay, it does have that. Man, that's a downside for sure, because units in this game are so fast, and it can be kind of hard to kind of rein them in before they, they get out of control. In medieval Total War, it wasn't that much of an issue. Like if a unit has that trait, the impetuous trait, and they charge without you giving them orders, you can just kind of catch them in time. But in this game, like they're sometimes just gone, And with chariots, where like you really don't want them to get into certain fights, like against spears, for instance, or phalanxes, that could be like a real, like, that unit's gone now. You know, like, okay. Yeah, there we go. But still, if we keep them far enough away and use their bows, they might be able to get some work done. Let me not forget to put that in. There we go. In the very next turn, we now have sight on that Gallic army that was moving on our position. And they're, you know, I don't know what they're doing. Yeah, they're not really facing in our direction. They're visible to us. They haven't crossed the bridge yet. It's tempting to try to hold that bridge. Could I even make it to that bridge? Not quite. I could not make it there with my infantry. I could make it there with my chariots, but... yeah. The thing is, because I don't have upgraded roads, I just have... That's all I have is the tier 1, you know, dirt roads. So, like, really, I don't want to get too spread out. And... I feel like keeping my units up here in aluminum rather than holding this bridge just kind of feels a bit better, honestly. Just to kind of reduce the movement that's going to be required. So I don't, you know, I'm not going to be too protective of my territories right here. As far as I'm concerned, anything south of the river, and by river I mean like this part of the river right here, this branch of it, that doesn't belong to me. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, I do not care. You can walk on my land. Not my problem. I'll deal with it later. I know they can cause devastation, but, yeah, speaking of which, we got these goddamn brigands right here. And then, yeah, sure enough, I put that watchtower. Did I place that there? Yeah, I don't know if I placed that watchtower there. But, yeah, now those brigands have turned it off because they've essentially captured it in a sense. So, yeah, the thing is, if I go attack them, they're just going to be jumping across the river, aren't they? But they could just end up on the side of the Britons.
General, yes. Chief, yes. Attack. Fear us.
Oh no, we can actually fight them. What do they have? Druids and Warband. You know, just because I don't want to get any of these guys injured at this point of the campaign, I will be fighting this. We are now in a position where we can start to fire upon them with my light chariots from one direction and my slingers from the other position. We've just advanced onto this hill and we're just going to get some shots in. Let's see, we're still a little bit out of range here, so let's just continue to move up like so. And are we still getting shots in with my chariots? Yes, we are. Not doing a ton of damage. So hopefully we can draw them out. And if they want to be advancing on my dude, I can get away here. And now slingers can start to get some shots into them from this side. And if the druids want to advance on my chariots, I can go here as well. And then we can just go back. And yeah, we just kind of toy with them a little bit. Yeah, just kind of go back and forth, kind of back and forth. Yep, just go back here and let the slingers continue to throw at them. And you guys get away here. And how many men in that druids unit? 33? Yeah, just keep shooting at them. Let's go back and go back. And there we go, that's the break. So let's just turn around here. And slingers go, go, go. And then you guys shoot there. Don't shoot at our own guys. Shoot at the druids, please, and thank you. And if they just want to stand there and chant while they watch their other dudes get run down, that's fine by me. Now these druids do have pretty high morale, so they're just hanging in there. And one of my biggest gripes with this game is the brigand armies and just how resolute they are. In, you know, situations like this where it's just kind of like, why are you still fighting? You know, it makes no sense why, you know, 15 guys would be like, yeah, no, our cause is valid. You know, we're gonna fight for this. It's pretty ridiculous. But, yeah, luckily I figured out a way. Well, I didn't figure it out, but a viewer finally kind of told me how to deal with brigands in a way where I can fight my battles with auto-resolve for the most part. Obviously, not in situations like this where the casualties that I'd be taking really do matter at this point in the campaign. So it is important in this situation to just reduce casualties as much as I can. But later on, when I do feel comfortable with just being able to auto-resolve stuff like this, it won't be that much of an issue. And they're gonna get a charge in, are they? Is that what they're thinking, eh? Let's have my guys go off of... Yeah, there we go. That's that. And we lost one guy. I think they must have killed one person on the charge right there. Oh well.
We shall rule out of move.
Yeah, there we go. And I know that there is this idea that brigands do like to... Now I do notice that they do tend to gravitate towards watchtowers. And so there's this idea that you don't want to be placed in watchtowers next to roads, because then they're going to be standing on roads and therefore cutting your trade in half. I think it is in half. I think so. I might have that number wrong, but it's significant. It sure is.
Yes.
So yeah, that's an idea. And yeah, I would say that's probably true. I have noticed that they do tend to kind of go for the watchtowers, and then when they get to them, they also turn them off. Like you don't have the vision anymore from that watchtower. So that's also pretty concerning. If it's an important watchtower, like if it's like on a border area and you're like, oh no, I need to know what's coming from that angle, then yeah, you should probably go there and yeah, find whatever brigands are controlling that watchtower and then get control of it.
Lord.
All right, so what do we got here? All right, decent little German army, a little bit banged up. And there is a general inside. Faction leader, 4-star general, 47 years old. And this is just a tier 1 town, is it? Okay, so how many people inside? 1,300. Okay. And then what do they have here? Another 5 units. That is a Gallic diplomat, the one that probably just got that alliance. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to be looking in my direction shortly.
Awaiting your command.
Yeah, we'll have a diplomat that's on the way, and then you as well. Can you talk to these Gauls? Oh, not quite.
Yes, master. Unable to move.
Ooh, we could maybe talk to that Greek diplomat.
Unable to move.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Try to sell him some map info. Get some money out of him. Why not?
Sir.
While I am hanging out with this army here in this area, I may as well be somewhat proactive with them. So let's go ahead down here and do a bit of force recon. Now, we're not going to be going into their territory. In fact, I mean, this is still my territory. But no, let's come down here, make our presence known, place down a watchtower so we can watch this little valley here, and then maybe just another watchtower or two in the area. Well, we got a watchtower there, so that is nice. But yeah, something in this area would be nice, this vicinity. I mean, we could cross the river and place a watchtower on that long hill right there. That could give us some nice good vision as well. Yeah, that's tempting. I'll think about it. I will think about it. And yeah, now that Ireland is all visible, now it's probably time to get Santianus on a boat and get him over here to Wales. We can start placing down watchtowers in that area as well. And yeah, you know what? Like, Kinfarer is probably going to be... Because he has that trade that gives us discount, very lively, 10% discount on construction costs. Yeah, that's very nice. So he should be in the neighborhood when Aburicum needs to build that second tier administrative building. Yeah, that's going to be the idea there. Ah, yes, and just like that, the very next turn, we have ourselves one of the Gallic armies. Yeah, they did sneak by us there, and that's fine. That's kind of another like reason why I kind of wanted to do this a little bit, was just kind of give them a reason to split off. So now that we can fight them, we don't know what they have, but yeah, 5 units there, and we have plenty, I would say. So we're going to be fine in taking that fight. Yeah, 23,000. That doesn't feel so bad. And can we hire some stuff? We could hire another barbarian mercenary, which I'm probably going to be doing. Yeah, that's probably going to be the way. And Dacia and Thrace. I would like to get an alliance with Dacia.
My lord.
Now, this probably isn't the best time to try to get a ceasefire with the faction that I'm about to ambush and kill, but maybe if I just kind of hang out in the neighborhood.
Master.
Yeah, hang out in the neighborhood, and I can talk to them later. And then Greek diplomat. Let's see if I can.
Be of service.
Yeah, hello, sir. What about some map information and trade rights? And will you give us some money as well? All that good stuff. And they're offering 400 denarii, trade rights, map information. Yeah, sure. That works too. Yeah, nice doing business with you. And let's see here. I guess we don't have to hang out around Patavium if we're going to be hanging out around this army. But then again, this army could move off somewhere else. In fact...
My lord.
Okay, so we know that this army has 3 warband, and then the General Meriadoc, 1-star general, 22 years old. So let's come over here with my diplomat and try to get some
Yes,
info.
master.
What do you guys have? Really, you can't tell? Tell me?
Sir. At once. Out of moves.
God, that's weird. That's weird, because I'm pretty sure you're sitting just the same distance from him as you were from them, but maybe you're another, like, square off or something. Yeah. Maybe. So yeah, Germans on the bridge. Interesting. Alright, so gotta keep an eye on them. And speaking of keeping an eye on them, it feels bad not having any vision on this part of my territory as well.
Lord,
I guess I could bring my spy up to see.
on my way.
Just keep an eye on this area. Just kind of moving back and forth a little bit and see. Try to catch people walking through.
Lord.
Yeah, speaking of which, I suppose you could do that too. Yeah, hop back into Elysia for now. And then when it's time, you can move out with your full army and just start placing down watchtowers along our eastern border here so that we can keep an eye on the Germans. And now the Gauls are also blockading my port here in Samora Briva. And that cannot stand. No, no, no. I need that money. Yeah, so it's time for me to start building back up a navy. I need boats. So let's get that here in Londinium. Let's also get a boat here in Tara so that I can get Sanianas off of that island. And yeah, we need to build up, I don't know, probably at least like 3 boats, like 3 versus 1, just to give myself a decent chance. I know those auto-resolve boat battles can be a little bit dicey.
Yes.
Now, before I forget, let's go ahead and hire this barbarian mercenary here. And hire him up. Oh, we got ourselves one of those mercenary captains, something like that, something cool. Mercenary captain, hey, there we go. Yeah, years of hard times dealing with hard men make a mercenary captain a wily advisor on tactics, recruitment, and pillage. +1 command and 10% discount on unit training costs. And the 2% bonus on cash gain from looting. All in all, not bad. Yeah, that's a good one, actually. That's a really good one. The fact that you can get +1 command just for hired mercs, that's pretty sweet. And this is one of our younger generals. Yeah, 32 is now is 7-star general. Hot damn, dude. Yeah, confident commander. So he's going to be, what, an 8-star when he's attacking? Damn, dude. Yeah, that's very nice. Yeah, sanguinary. That's not good. Yeah, -1 morale. That's not good. That's too bad. But I feel like that's his only bad one, isn't it? Yeah, famous warrior gets +1 morale. And then another +1 for armor. Yeah, those are nice. I'm going to have to make sure that those get transferred to another character before he dies, because those are very good retinue. That is something that I was on the fence about when I started playing this game, about the whole like retinue transfer thing. It's weird keeping people alive forever. It is kind of a strange thing. A certain way that someone put it to me to kind of ease my role-playing instincts was that instead of thinking of these people as like individuals, think of them as like core positions. And I suppose that kind of like, it does help. Like it's a little bit, you know, it's the gray area for sure, but it helps a little bit with trying to imagine what this could be like. Because the reality is that saving the good retinue and then combining good retinue all together with certain characters does make a lot of sense. there are the casualty replenishment ones that are like, there's a few of them. You can get like the doctors or the Terugins, or there's casualty replenishment that comes with certain priests, I think. And then if you can combine all of those, like you can get pretty significant casualty replenishment on certain generals. Maybe not for the barbarian factions. I don't know what they get for that. But as Egypt, you know, they had a chance for doing a lot of that, which I didn't take a good enough advantage of, but it does take a lot of micro for sure. And that's another reason why I stayed away from that. It's just because it's just a lot of like, it's just a lot of time you have to kind of spend on paying attention to that type of stuff. But I do notice that the more time I spend in these games, the easier that those types of tasks do get over time. It's just that you have to kind of give yourself, or I have to give myself, you do whatever you want, but I have to give myself kind of time to kind of the basics of the games sink in first before I start applying all of these. It's not that like they're like advanced concepts. It's just that it's like a mental tax. It's like a mental tax that you have to apply to yourself every time you play the game and think, okay, what matters? What am I going to focus on? What am I learning today? What's the thing that I have to focus on really getting better at to make this game more fun, and you know, on and on. And it can't be everything all at once. As much as I would like to say that I can do that, I can't. I have to kind of segregate and kind of focus on these issues one at a time. And that was one of those things that I wasn't quite ready for in my first couple of campaigns, is you know, microing those retinue and making sure that they do end up on the right characters. And I'm not going to say that I'm ready now either, but I'm going to try to pay more attention to it. And then over time, I'm hoping that I can get, you know, better at it. But it's going to be a work in progress. So bear with me. That's not something that I'm not bumping that to the top of my list of things to learn, but I'm bumping it up a bit further up from the bottom. That is for sure. So for now, we can go and fight this dude.
Destroy.
And so can we catch him? We sure as hell can. So yeah, he did. I don't think did he have this barbarian cav? Oh no, this is a different, yeah, we saw the other army. We didn't see this army. So yes, 3 warband, 1 barbarian cavalry, 1 war dog. Shouldn't be any issues. Well, this is a nice wide open plain for my chariots. This is going to be nice and fun. And so just by default, I pretty much kind of have just been putting my druids on chant. Because they can still move when they're chant, can they? Oh no, they can't. Oh, they can't. Okay, so let me then answer that question. Yeah, that answers that question. I was like, why don't I just have them always on chant? They can't move. I got it. For some reason I thought they could, but no. They clearly cannot. So let's kind of move up here and move up here. And yeah, we have a wide army, so we can just kind of surround them and shoot them with my light chariots, my slingers. I can do whatever I want, really. We have gotten a reaction from the Gauls, and yeah, they're just turning about to face my light chariots. So let's continue to move the main body up so that my slingers can get in range of their dudes. And yeah, we have a nice envelope going here with my mercenaries on the left flank. Generals all up front here, although yeah, I don't want to be losing any of them, obviously, but looks like we're doing a bit of damage here this unit. Yeah, not bad. And already my slingers are doing a bit of damage to these warband on this side. Yeah, that's not, you know, it's not bad. And how are we doing on this side? Yeah, they've already lost 11 guys. I mean, if they're not going to react to us, we can just stand back here and continue to shoot at them. That's fine with me. I'm also going to bring my slingers over to this side so that we can get some flanking shots in here. And then same thing with my light chariots. Maybe we can get a bit of a better angle on this side. And remember, this is technically the unshielded side, even though they are holding the shields on this side. Yeah, because it was coded incorrectly. They're going to be receiving less of a shield block chance on this side, than on this side, but still, the value is less on either side, so don't have to worry too much about the details here. The sides are always going to be more damaging than the front, that is for sure. Looks like they may have had enough. Oh no, they're just facing up. They're just turning around. Yeah, no, they're happy to stand here and take it. And yeah, there's an issue that we see here with the AI in this game is that they will do this. I don't understand why. It's like, why are you guys just sitting there and taking shots? I don't think that the AI in Shogun or Medieval will just stand here and take shots. I can't remember. I don't think that they do ever do this. Oh, what's this? We have ourselves some movement now. Just as my light chairs are running out of ammo. Yeah, they are just now running out of ammo. Now these guys want to go after them. So let's go here and then go here. So Chieftain goes. You guys do a little bit of war cry action. And then go here. And then you get a bit more of a charge going. And then you charge in as well. So yeah, you wrapped up those guys. Chariots get up, and so yeah, they got broken. Let's just hang back here. And then let's get light chariots up, and let's get cav up as well. And yeah, now they're sending in their barbarian cav. So let's get my guys back here, and let's go here. And now, yeah, we intercepted them, so now we have a charge here. Yeah, there we go, perfect. Nice. That's really nice. Alright, so war dogs up there. Let's just go here. So yeah, the general's been taken care of. And then, yeah, you guys go after the war dogs. Just send the mercenaries after the war dogs.
Attack!
There we go. And now we just hack down those warband on that side. You chase off those guys. And then you go here. And then you go here. And then you go here. And let's continue the battle to make sure that we run down everyone. So yeah, you go here, and then where's my slingers? Slingers should be running guys down. Because they're my fastest people. Yeah, Barbarian Cav got a little bit chewed up, but that's, you know, that's what they're there for. And that's going to do it. So we did lose 39 men, but that's not going to be too bad. We killed 442. Did we get any experience on any of our guys? Yeah, 2 experience for our British light chariots. Not too shabby. 162 kills. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, keep those guys alive. And so it's my understanding, and this is just a bizarre thing for me to even consider, but apparently this is true, which is that in this game, when you retrain a damaged unit, then all of the new recruits that fill up that unit also come with that experience? Is that true? That's so weird to me. Yeah, in Shogun 1 and Medieval 1, that's not the case. So you could dilute the overall experience of a unit by recruiting it, so it's better to sort of merge it with other experienced units. And, you know, it's not that your men that, you know, have that experience, because experience is tracked per man. So you're not losing that experience per man, you're just seeing the number on the unit just go down, you know, which isn't always, it's not the worst thing in the world. Depends on how damaged that unit is though. But it's just weird though, like in this game, you can retrain a damaged unit and all the fresh guys come with the same experience level? It's so weird. Anyway, let's get back on over here, because I want to go back to placing out a watchtower somewhere. Can I even go here? Oh, I can't go here. Okay, so that high ground option's not, it's going to be off the table. Instead, I'm thinking about, yeah, watchtower like right here, just to kind of give myself some vision right down this little valley. We now have ourselves a suitable husband for Verica. This is going to be Metigenes of Tremontium. Metigenes of Tremontium. 34 years old. Yeah, not too young, and no traits. Publicly loyals. Fine, but I mean, no traits and 34. I don't know. Let's decline that. Let's check. How old is the gal that I just declined her true love? What's her name? Verica. She's 13. Verica, you can wait, right? Jesus Christ. 13. Is that like, that's not younger for the barbarians, is it? Because is that 13 for all the factions in this? Like when I was playing as the Romans, it was 13 as well. I didn't misread that, did I? 13. Jesus. Okay, yeah, alright, there we are.
General.
Alright, so let's go back to having, yeah, back to the plan. Let's do a watchtower here.
Build tower.
I feel like that didn't give me a ton of vision, honestly. Actually, does my territory extend all the way out to here, does it? Okay. Maybe I should place another watchtower.
Out of moves. Build tower.
Yeah, we'll see. We can always just get back to aluminum. If we bait out another attack, that's fine. Actually, can I get that ceasefire now? So this is Greeks. Let's get you to continue moving towards the Spanish.
No more moves.
And yeah, we don't have eyes on that other army, which might be hiding in the woods up here. So we'll find out. And for now, so yeah, there's a Gallic diplomat up here. Looks like he was like trying to bribe me or something. And what the hell are you doing? What are you doing, Germans? I see you. I see you. All right, let's try to get that. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to take it. I took their capital. You know. Trade rights. Ceasefire. Map information. Yeah, I'll just offer. I won't even demand anything. We have nothing to offer in return, and we must turn you down. I'm not asking for anything. Just want a ceasefire. God damn it. But I'm not going to pay for it. I'm winning, so. There, so there. So yeah, I guess we'll just keep moving. And go talk to other people, since we're not going to be getting a ceasefire with the Gauls, which is unfortunate. Yeah, that's too bad. Alright, 24,000 and a half. Nice. Yeah, I have more money than I thought that I would at this point in the campaign, honestly. I mean, I guess I'm being pretty liberated. Oh, no. Oh, god damn it. Goddamn half stack. I mean, I wonder if it's just all peasants, maybe? Oh, god, that's so many people. That's so big. It's a general. Do the generals up in here... They don't have chariots, do they? No, it's just a horse person. Okay, cool. So I don't know when I'm going to have to deal with that. Like, they're going to be sending... I don't know if that counts as standing on my roads. Well, again, I guess it doesn't matter because, yeah, we don't have road trade. Well, we do. We do have road trade. That's what those little horses and little carts mean. But the roads don't increase the trade. So what I mean to say is that, like, we have land trade, yes, but the roads don't increase the land trade. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Right, yeah. You get what I'm trying to say. So let's just hop on over here with Senianas and... Yeah, how about we do watchtower up in here, and yeah, that gives us a lot of decent vision. Two boats, 2 rebel boats. I should probably get back up here and safely up to port, and I should probably build some more boats, honestly. Yeah, speaking of which, alright, let's get another boat here as well. Yeah, I'm pretty much like, and these are my 2 good training facilities as well. So I can't really train good stuff up here because I haven't built out that way. I can just do warband and peasants, basically. So yeah, it's gonna be a little while before I can train up. I could hire some mercs, but just like a couple of them. Yeah, it's tough. That's a big old army, but it might just be peasants.
Orders.
Yeah, that does look like a German army here. Yeah, a few German armies mustering on my borders. And you know what? It's probably about time anyway. I was giving it some hard thought during that last turn of just thinking, you know what? It's probably time. It's probably time to attack the Germans. Now, interesting. Now, I have to kind of deal with some stuff here. There's multiple angles here. Pretty much a half stack up here. And then 2 more units. Then 3 more units. All coming at me from different angles. So that's fun.
Orders.
So... yeah, see, I was thinking about sending you... see, I was thinking all sorts of things during that last turn. Coming of age, Drustan. Drustan, where are you at? So you're in Deva. Interesting. Okay, so you're hanging out here. You're devout, so +1 influence. Other than that, yeah, nothing else going. So I need to get you on a boat and send you down here to the mainland. Actually, you're going to help down... you're going to help plop down some watchtowers for now. Let's see, let's get away from that road and just do here. And then you're going to be coming down. Actually, I guess I don't need any watchtowers down here. So I think we just need some vision on that corner and then we're going to be good on the British Isles.
General.
Maybe between these 3 generals and whatever mercs we can train and then whatever warband we can train, maybe we can just kind of hold down... take out these brigands on our own up here, and then leave our real armies to do the real fighting against the real factions. Yeah, so that gosh darn Gallic boat is still causing issues. Let's go ahead and merge these guys here, and then yeah, gotta keep an eye out for those gosh darn pirates. But hopefully my 2 boats can survive. Maybe not win a fight, but survive and, you know, make it to a harbor safely. So let's get 1 more boat here in Londinium before we can, you know, try to 3v1 that boat here. And then we will start to train up some stuff here in Londinium, like some warband, just to try to, you know, fight those brigands. Yeah, maybe I should get some... because I'm not going to be... training warband now, but perhaps later. Yeah, I should do it. I can get that discount with Kinfar here as well. Yeah, it's cheap. It only takes 2 turns. I may as well. Now to deal with the Germans. So yeah, very interesting. Very, like, a lot to think about here. So I wonder if this is just a spear warband stack. Let's go take a peek at it. And so there's going to be 3 units of Screeching Women, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units of Spear Warband. So that's going to be, yeah, for those of you who are new to this game, the Screeching Women is like a buffing piece, very similar to the Druids. So it's going to be raising their own morale and then lowering enemy morale. And I have checked this in the game code, and that is how that works. Or no, I didn't check this. Someone else did. Yeah, someone else showed me a morale sheet that lists all the values. And their effects are lower than the Druids. It is. But it's still, you know, they do the job. So that's them. In Samar Briva, I have 3 Road Warriors, and I can start training British Light Chariots now. How long would it take them to get there? So at least 2 turns before they get to Samar Briva. I could have 2 Light Chariots by the time they get there, which, you know, those can be some tough units for this army to deal with, honestly.
Orders.
And then this army kind of sweep through and kind of deal with this stuff. Maybe split up even and send the units up here, perhaps. That's another idea. And then down here... yeah, here's what's... it's difficult to know because I know that there's that other Gallic army that's around in the area that had that general, and it's tempting to come down here to this settlement and just take it to kind of eliminate the threat, the Gallic threat from the south for now. It wouldn't be entirely because they could still come at me from this direction, They still own this territory. They can kind of come through here and through here, this mountain pass, and attack, you know, Lebanon in this area. So it's not a complete elimination of threat from this direction, but it's a start. Or I could send them to, you know, focus on the Brit or the Germans.
General!
Yeah, a lot to think about. What can reach Alesia in this turn? So you can't reach Alesia in this turn. You obviously could reach it in this turn. So I'm tempted to kind of send you here to take out this small little force first. But I wouldn't need the full force for that, really, you know? That just seems sloppy to not split this army up. Another consideration that I have to make is one of diplomacy. See, the thing is, so I've been reading about diplomacy in regards to Medieval 2, and because that game has, it's more transparent in regards to how the diplomacy system works, you can get some clues from learning about how the diplomacy system in this game works based on how diplomacy in Medieval 2 works. And one of the ideas in Medieval 2 is that if you attack a faction, you know, factions that you have any deals with, in this case, I do have a trade deal with the Germans, then that does lower your global reputation, and that makes it harder to get deals with other factions later on in the future. So, with that to consider, I see it's so counterintuitive because, you know, they have 3 armies on my borders, and it's like, man, okay, so first strike, you know, I should strike them first because clearly they are the aggressor. But if I am the one that starts the war and declares war, then I am the aggressor, you know? So I take that reputation hit, not them. So yeah, it's a bit tricky.
Orders?
But it's something, the thing is that I do want to explore the diplomacy system as much as I can in this game. I really do want to learn more about it and try to make it, you know, as functional as I can. So I'm going to...
Orders?
I'm really tempted to kind of hang out in these forests and ambush this army, but again, I think that would count as me being the aggressor if that happened. So instead of doing that,
Orders?
what if I just kind of backed up,
Yes.
moved closer to this army, but kind of found a middle ground here, like this forest,
Forward!
and then hide? I'm in ambush stance now, so now they're gonna be like, oh, hey, it's, you know, it's open, right?
Yes.
And then this army, what am I gonna do here? Again, advancing on the Germans, yeah, I don't know. Let's play it safe here and keep an eye on the Gauls, because let's hang out here in these forests.
Out of
And
bounds. My lord?
ooh, oh, there's a guy, they have a fort right here. Okay, interesting. So that must be where that general is. Oh, okay. So I was going to send my diplomat down here to the Spanish, but I think I want to send him over here.
Once.
There you are. So that's Vindex. That's a different guy. 3-star general. And then who's in the fort? Nothing. So nothing's in the fort. It's just a general. Okay.
Yes. At once. Out of moves.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Orders?
Yeah, I'm going to play it safer now, and I'm going to send you down to the Spanish. I keep saying that, but I'm going to try to send you down to the Spanish. Over here, we have the Macedonians to talk to.
Your honor.
Yeah, they're sieging Segestica, so that's pretty fun. Yeah, go Macedon. They always die, don't they? They don't last too long. Let's try to get trade rights, map information, and let's try to get some money out of them as well. Speaking of them not lasting long, give us all your money. And they accept. They thought it was a generous and fair offer, so yeah, there we go. We made some money off that. Nice. Thanks, Macedon. So now let's come down here and talk to...
At once.
So the Britannia own that. We can talk to the... We've already talked to the Greeks. Oh yeah, let's go talk to the
Awaiting your
Thracians.
Yes, my lord.
And the Dacians, actually. I want to talk to that. Yeah, actually, let's prioritize that. Because they are
At once. Out of moves.
going to be neighboring the Germans, right? If not already neighboring the Germans. So getting them as an ally would be nice. Oh, and I found out that the head hurlers only take 1 turn to train. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, man. That's great. Jesus, these guys are going to be insane, yeah. Having some of them, so if this army attacks Alesia, then got some head hurlers and some dogs in there. That might actually be able to fight those 2 guys. we'll see, I guess.
Yes.
But yeah, they'll be in the neighborhood, so that's not a big deal. And yeah, we're building the stuff there. We're gonna hang tight. We're still trying to, you know, grow these 2 settlements and this one as well.
Orders.
And then yeah, we gotta freaking deal with those brigands eventually. Now let's drop our save and let's end this turn and let's see if the Germans make their move. So yeah, hanging out here. What did they just? Oh shit! Those brigands are attacking me. Oh crap! Oh, that was unexpected. Withdraw. Cannot withdraw. No shit. No movement points remaining. Damn. Am I just gonna lose Drustan? I mean, I don't think I could beat this. I mean, I guess I'll try, but, damn. I mean, if it's all peasants, maybe I can beat it, but, damn. God damn, brigands.
This is a fine day to join.
Alright, well, let's see what we got here. Where are they? Can't see shit. Yeah, we're in the woods as well. Is there any clearing that we can get to? Yeah, let's try to get over here. Yeah, I'm just seeing a bunch of peasants. Might just be a peasant stack. Ooh, they got some chariots. Oh, damn, dude. That sucks. Alright, let's just get over here. And just like do a death or glory charge, I guess. I don't know. I mean, can we just withdraw? No, yeah, can't withdraw because that's, yeah, I've already used up all my movement points. And yeah, they do have the warband. The thing is, the warband are not disciplined, so if I hit some peasants, I might be able to cause a chain rout. And what are those? Those are heavy chariots. God damn. Oh. Yeah, man, I know the brigands can be aggressive, but I was not prepared. Yeah, I was not prepared. So yeah, let's just kind of go this way and try to go right through them. Can we get a good charge, guys? Come on, go this way. Go this way. This way. There we go. And there's a. Yeah, we got one unit running. And if we can get a chain route, that could be good, but yeah, those heavy chariots, I mean, they have more men than us, don't they? Can we get away? Can we get away? Get away from the heavy chariots? And just kind of clip these warbands and just get away from there. Come on, get away from them, get away from them. Come on, go. Just charge right through them. Right through them. Go right through them. Don't stop. Don't stop. Go. Go. And there we go. Yeah, that's the break.
To the cunning enemy, our warriors have died for nothing.
So is he gonna escape though then? Is he gonna survive that? Yeah, he just retreated down to Londinium, and now the brigands are attacking. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, that is rough. Goddamn. Goddamn rebels. Alright, yeah, sieging Londinium. Yeah, there we go. See, that's the thing. Like, that's why... Okay, we have a Gallic agent in Lebanon. That's fun. Yeah, too bad I don't have any assassins to deal with that. Alright, allies between the... Oh, the Dacians are allies with the Gauls now? Oh, damn. That's too bad. And the Macedonians and the Scythians and the Macedonians and Scythians are allies as well. All right. So yeah, we got Germans in our territory. You've buggered off. You are straight up in my territory. And then I thought that someone didn't they come up here? Yeah, they did. Yeah, so they're hanging out there. Got it. Okay. See, they still haven't declared war with us though, have they? Which is awkward. Yeah. Yeah, I have nothing in Londinium, do I? I just have Drustan and some peasants. And I can't train anything here. Yeah, damn. What do I do? What do I do? Because I can't train Warband here yet. And... yeah, it's funny. It's one of those things where, like, folks have... you know, kind of, they've said to me, like, yeah, just ignore the brigands. Like, they're not that big of a deal. And then this shit happens. And this has happened to me before. Not, like, maybe it's not this dire. It's happened to me in practice. I don't know if it's happened to me in campaign during, an actual, like, recording on YouTube. But here we go. Like, that's why I don't take them lightly. Because this shit happens, you know? Having my freaking capital sieged by brigands? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh, yeah, that shit's rough.
General.
Yeah, so I don't know what people are talking about when they say just ignore them. Like, I don't know that, like, what that means, you know? Like, what do you mean ignore them? They're sieging my capital. It was a half stack with heavy chariots and a general and warband, all that scary shit, so. Yeah, I don't understand. So, let's see, probably have to link you guys together. Like, you come here and get these two dudes. And then you come down as well. And that's something. It's not much, but it's something. Maybe have you guys hide out there. And maybe between the 3 generals and the 2 warband, maybe we can beat this. But, you know, still, like, I don't know. It's going to be dicey. Maybe if we just assassinate, you know. And by assassinate, I mean, like, target the general, snipe the general, maybe?
Aye, Captain.
It's gonna be rough.
Attack!
Shoot, I didn't mean to move. I did not mean to move there. Darn it.
Boats ready.
Well, we have 3 boats versus their
Boats ready.
2 boats. Should I take that fight? I don't know how damaged they are.
Boats ready.
But I don't want them to be able to take out those 2 boats by themselves. Ah, shit. That sucks. Withdraw. Yeah, no, they're just gonna hit me next turn, aren't they? Alright, so let's go ahead and get some more light chariots here and some more brevas since they're gonna be taking their time up here.
General. Orders.
And yeah, so yeah, it's hard to say. It's really hard to say what to do with these armies here because now I'm wondering, like, how much of a priority is it to, like, go to Britain, you know, and stop this shit from happening?
Boats ready.
It seems pretty important, you know?
Orders.
But then I have Germans in my territory, and then I have Gallic pressure from the south, so
Yes.
I'm feeling a little bit stretched thin here. For now, I'm tempted to begin to move this army up just slowly, I suppose, and try to move it more in a central location. The thing is that Lebanon soon, very soon, is going to be able to stand on its own. It's going to be able to be upgraded. Yeah, it's at 1952, so it's going to be reaching the the level that it needs to be before it can level up next turn. And then it takes, what, 2 turns to build that administrative building. And then after that, I can start, pumping out slingers and warband immediately because I already have those buildings already built. And yeah, so it's going to be self-sufficient relatively soon.
Orders?
and it's not going to need this army to babysit it anymore once that happens. Condate Retinum's not going to be too far behind as well. Now, it can only produce Warband, so I can be doing Warband from there and Slingers from here, just to get some bodies in the area to make it so that these two settlements can stand on their own, and then this army can basically kind of swing back over to help deal with the Germans. Yeah, I think that that's what I want to be doing here. So let's just have you come up here,
Move! Out of
and then
move.
you continue to shadow.
Move out! Prepare to ambush!
Yeah, you hang out here. Just keep an eye on them. We're still in distance of Alesia. If we need to come back down there and defend it, it's going to be fine. This is the most worrisome part, really. Yeah. 1883, yeah, not quite there. Let's go ahead and end one more turn before we finish up this episode here. And I don't think we're going to be getting a battle in, but... Well, yeah, other than that, sure. Yeah, god damn it. Alright, so, yes, defeat. And they're going to be attacking that boat. Yeah, I knew they're going to just take care of both my fleets separately. That's so shitty. At least they can now merge and try to survive, I guess. Go back to harbor. Oh, the pirates are such a menace. Such a menace. Yeah, town expands. Did we get 3? No, 2 of them. Two towns expand. So let's go ahead and build this here. Warlord to hold here in Lebanon. Go, go, go. So 2 turns. And then same thing here in Gadate Redinum as well. Get that going. Alright, so Londinium is pretty upset. Go figure. And so yeah, they did build 2 rams. Yeah, those goddamn Gallic boats. Oh man, Germans are really building up over here, aren't they? Let's see here. It's probably just a bunch of spear warbands spam. Okay, get some skirmishers there. Yes. So 1 unit of skirmishers. What do we have over here? 3 more spear warbands. And then 4 more spear. Just a ton of phalanxes. Which is a lot, but there's no generals, which is interesting. No German generals to lead the charge. Just a bunch of spear warband. Oh, and you guys are coming over here. Oh, interesting. Sneaky, sneaky. Well, I mean... we can still build this building if we go below that top growth, right? Because I want to start training some warband here. And slingers here.
Yes.
And then maybe just attach a couple of units to deal with those 2 units. The last thing that I want to do before I end this episode is come down here and finally talk to the Spanish. I doubt that we're going to be able to get an alliance with them, but if we can just kind of open up discussions and, yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're allies with the Gauls, so I'm not too hopeful, but let's just see. So we already have trade rights with them. Oh, we do. Oh. So we've probably already, like, did the map information thing. Yeah, that's why we have vision on all of Iberia. Right, got it. Yeah, shit. So we're not going to be able to get an alliance because they're not going to... They accepted it. Holy shit. Wait, what? Wow. I was not expecting them to accept that. Does that mean... Are they still... Am I still at war with the Gauls? Are the Spanish still allied with the Gauls? They're not. Oh. I didn't imagine that, did I? I must have missed that. Okay. All right. Yes. Perfect. Yeah. That's what I like to see. That's a good way to end the episode because, yeah, it's funny. I'm looking at like the German thing and I'm like, you know what? Honestly, not that worried about it. As I was passing through, I did stop by, is it Narbo Martius? And with my diplomat, and I did notice that that Gallic general that I noticed he was in there with a large force. So like a half stack kind of. And so that tells me that they're not like hiding in the forest over in this region. They're down there. So that tells me that they're, you know, a little ways away, which is good. That gives me time to build up around this area. And yeah, I'm not that fussed about all those Spirit Warband. I know they can be tricky and you have to kind of dance around them and shoot at them and stuff, but not that worried about them. I think that fighting the Germans is going to be okay, especially when I can kind of focus my two main armies on them.
Orders.
And with these places being able to support themselves against essentially just this, you know, and well, and whatever Gallic troops come from here as well. I think that's going to be okay. It's just really Londinium and my capital itself, which is going to be more troublesome. I don't know what to do here. I'm almost tempted to kind of like wait. I can train Warband now from Deva because that building was just finished, and it's tempting to. I could just kind of place my army right next to them, you know, and not actually attack. But this way,
Forward.
if they assault, then I would reinforce, you know. But then this way, it's kind of a delaying tactic, so that if more mercenaries come up that I can recruit them. Or if I can get some warbands down here, I can do that as well. Yeah, that's kind of the idea. Or they might just sack Londinium. Gosh, I don't know. Is that... They wouldn't capture it, would they? Or would they? Shit, I don't know. This is uncharted territory. In any case, that's going to be it for this one. Before I go, I just wanted to say that if you're enjoying these videos and you would like to support the channel, then consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. It all helps immensely. So until next time, this has been Conestep playing Rome Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.